Tragedies are my favorite forms of storytelling. I love tragedies a lot. I love films that are tragic, that end not the way I expect them to end, but end in an unusual manner. This sort of films leave me thinking. They stir up a thought process within me after seeing them. So they make me wonder, question things after I watch them. Not all films should have a happy ending, okay? It's just like the first, what kind of structure or what kind of skeleton or frame do you need to flesh in order to write a tragedy? The answer to that is the Freytag pyramid. The Freytag pyramid is a 5-point story structure. Just 5 points. And those 5 points basically are 5 beats, essentially. So it basically contains 5 beats. Remember what we said about beats in the previous video, okay? If you haven't watched the previous video, please go back and watch it so that you have a background and better understand what we're talking about here. You can just click up here and go watch the video, then come back to watch it so that you have a very good background. Now, remember we said that beats are basically information or a chain of information tied to each other all the way till the end of the story. Now, for the 5 beats in the Freytag pyramid, the first beat is the introduction. So basically what you have is the introduction of the character. Key about the introductory beat in this pyramid is establishing the goal of your hero. What does your hero want to achieve with himself? What is he after? What does he want to do with his life? Essentially, leads us all the way to the next beat, which is the second beat, called the rise or rising action. This is a stage where your hero goes out to pursue that goal. The goal you established in the first beat, in the second beat. And you write that all the way progressing into the third beat. And the third beat is the climax. Notice the progression. From down, it's going up. The climax is up. That is a pitching point. It's just right there at the top. Now your hero has achieved this far-reaching goal. He started pursuing in the second beat. Now he has achieved it. He's about to begin to live the life. He's where he wants to be or where he always wanted to be. But because this is a pyramid, it must come down again. So you now begin to draw the story back down again. His celebration is momentary. So you write your story and weave it down again. Something happens, leading us to the return or fall, which is at the end of the day, he still has challenges, he still has things to face. Everything just doesn't go for catastrophe. Now with the catastrophe, you finish your hero. Just like they say in Nigeria, your hero will just die. Kill your hero, but the catastrophe is the lowest point your hero could ever get to. That is the Freytag pyramid. It starts from the bottom, goes all the way up to a climax, and then travels back down. The individual beats down. Introduction, rise or rising action, climax, return or fall, and then catastrophe. Then what you begin to do is you start from introduction. You begin to establish who your character is, what he believes in, what is the normal world around him, family life, what are his fears, what are his weaknesses, and what is his far-reaching goal? What does he really want to achieve at the end of the day? Then you move to the next point, rise or rising action. You begin to write the journey of your character towards achieving that goal. He starts to take steps, do things that will draw him towards achieving that goal. You continue writing all of those things, linking them all together like that until you move into the third, which is the climax. At that climax, he achieves that goal. Because of all the actions he has been taking, he achieves the goal and he celebrates it. He's enjoying it. But it is temporary. It is short-lived because shortly after, something tragic happens, leading you to the return or fall, which is the fourth beat. And then that fourth beat, you continue with the fourth beat, writing about the tragedy and how that tragedy will slowly continue to bring things down for him until it leads to the final beat, the catastrophe, and your hero hits their lowest point ever. Possibly even worse than where they started from. If you follow this structure, you will have a good tragedy. Well, that's all for this video. In the next video, we're going to talk about the hero's journey, which is my favorite. Until the next video, don't forget to continue to learn, create, until you become.